Good morning. Let's start with this session where we're going to be working on the balance again as a way of not only improving the balance but also bringing some more confidence and more trust on ourselves. When we focus on the balancing, we need to have the focus, and the more focused we are and the more we trust in the process, then the longer we'll be able to stay in the pose. So first, just sit in a comfortable position, whichever one that is for you, and then just move in any way that feels good for you. Starting to notice what is it that your body needs, breathing as you stretch. And the same that we do now, you can do any time of the day. Just check what is it that you need and just do it. And then coming back towards the center, roll the shoulders back and down, relax the shoulders, align the spine, align the neck, and close your eyes. Relax the jaw. And as we bring the gaze up, then again we build up that trust, that confidence, that connection with ourselves. Starting to build that connection stronger, to allow that fire that we all have inside us, that creativity, that uniqueness, to shine, to come out of you. Sometimes it's hidden because of the daily routines, because of how busy we are, because perhaps we don't even allow it to come out, we don't even notice them. So let's start working on that. Getting to know ourselves, to love ourselves, and to enjoy being with us. With what we are, and also with our physical body. Start lengthening the breath, softening the abdomen so you can expand it as you inhale, and gently contract as you exhale. Allow this movement this gentle massage and whenever possible try to lengthen that breath, finding the balance between the inhale and the exhale. And then with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently, lining the spine a little bit more. And now we can start with a gratitude practice, being creative with the things that you choose, or choosing something very basic that you haven't thought about, that you haven't brought to your awareness, but still it is there. It is there for you. Feel the abundance in life around you and within you. And then set your intentions for this practice, for your day. Inhaling, bring the arms up, chin up, and exhaling, lowering the arms down, resting them. Rest the hands on your lap, relax the shoulders. A deep breath in and out. And one more. Good, and then with your few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. So we're going to start crossing the legs on the other way. So when we are in balancing positions, standing balancing positions specifically, we want to have the spine straight and the core active. So then we're breathing more with the chest and clavicle, as you probably know. But just before we start the practice, so that we're not holding any tension, we're going to get some movement of the spine. So bring the hands on the knees, and then bring the shoulders forward, and allow the spine to round just slightly if it happens, but just focus more on the rotation of the shoulders and the movement of the shoulder blades. So inhaling, bring them up and back, and exhaling, bring them forward. Get inhaling up and back, and exhaling up and forward. Get inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Good, and then come back to the center and release the shoulders, just shake side to side. Good, and then from here bring the arms in front of you, straighten, and then inhale and bring them up. All the way up and with the elbows locked. Good, and then from there, inhaling where you are, the spine can be arched. Bring the chest a little bit more forward, but focus more on the arms and on releasing tension on the side. So inhaling in the center and then exhaling towards one side, keeping the wrists aligned. So rather than closer, like this. And then the wrists and the shoulders are parallel. With the palms down, there, good. And then inhaling in the center and exhaling towards the other side. Good, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Good, and one more, inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then come back to the center and release the arms. Good, and then roll the shoulders back and down a couple of times, and then forward. So it's also very good to start activating the digestive system. I don't know if you heard, but there was a lot of noise there, like movement was actually good, and in the mornings it's very good to do, and before bed as well. So from now we bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers and bringing them as high as you can, the chest forward, the shoulders back, and then you can look up just slightly. Don't focus so much on the back bend with the neck, but rather with the chest forward and the arms very active, pulling up. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then bring the chin to the chest and release the arms, shake them. Good, and then hold the opposite elbows and then bring them away from you. So elbows and shoulders align, pulling and bringing the chin to the chest, rounding the spine. Allow the neck to be free, perhaps feeling that extra stretch, but without holding any tension. And keep pulling with the arms away from you. Inhale deeply and exhale. And then relax the arms and come to the straightened position. Good, and then again shake the arms. Release the arms. Release. Good. And then from there, we bring the right hand on the left knee and the other hand around, twisting, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Again, very good for the digestive system. I don't know if you can hear, but my digestive system is very active. I think it's asking for breakfast. Keep breathing nice and long. A deep breath in and out. Good, and then inhale and bring the arms up. And exhaling, lowering down, twisting to the other side. Chin down, relax the shoulder that is in front of you. One more round of breath. And a deep breath in and out. And then inhaling, come back to the center, bring the arms up. And exhaling, lowering down. Good. And just relax the shoulders. Good. And then we stretch the legs. And as always, bounce and shake to create that circulation movement. Move your toes. And then bring the feet in Baddha Konasana closer to you. And again, massaging the feet. And noticing, as we're massaging with the thumb, noticing what are those areas on our feet that feel a little bit hard or harder, if there is any. If there is a part of the sole of the foot or on the sides of the foot or the heel that is a little bit harder, that is an indication of how we are walking and carrying the weight. So that would help you to correct the way that we walk, because really we should be using more the ball of the foot and the toes as a way of standing, walking, to become more balanced, to keep the balance as we grow older, but also to become stronger on our legs, core and glutes in our day-to-day activities. Okay, so from there, bring the hands behind with the fingers pointing back, shoulders back and down, elbows bent, just slightly. And then inhale and bring the knees together. Good, and then toes pointing up, just the heels resting, and then stretch all the way up. Arch the spine, keep the chin to the chest. Good, and then inhale and bring the thighs closer to the chest, and then exhale, extend. Good, again inhaling and exhale. Bring the chest forward. Inhale and exhale. Chest forward, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then release and bring yourself forward. Allow the spine to be rounded. Keep the toes towards you. Feel the stretch on the back of the legs. Just allow the hips to hang free. And a deep breath in and out. And then slowly, rounding the spine, we come on the tabletop. Tucking the toes under and coming onto downward facing dog. Bending the knees one at a time. Good, and then come to the still position. Soften the knees, bring the chest towards the thighs, soften the elbows, the hips nice and high. Relax the jaw. Good, and then from there, bend the knees a little bit more and walk towards your legs on that forward fold. Toes active, bring the hands on the hips, the shoulders back. Bend the knees and inhale, come up to standing. As we come up to standing, keep the knees bent and try to keep the spine straight.
Once you've got that, then inhale and bring the arms up, palms together. Good, and see if you can lower the hips a little bit more. Good, and then align the spine. See if you're leaning back, then bring the shoulders forward a little bit more. Stomach in. Good, and then from there, bring the arms as close up to the ears as you can. Looking towards the front. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, that they're not pulling up. Good, and then close your eyes, bring the gaze up, and focus on your breathing. Keep the toes pressing down, and notice how that feels. If you need to open the eyes, you can. But if the legs are active and the toes pressing down, you should feel very balanced. It would only be the focus that you have as you're breathing and as you are standing in that position, which will compromise the balance. One more round of breath. Good, and then slowly open the eyes and lower the arms up. Good, and then inhale and bring them up. Looking up and exhaling, lowering down. Keeping the knees bent to become stronger. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then just shake side to side in case there's any tension still around the shoulders or the spine, the back muscles, the neck. Good, and then we stop the movement. Good, and then we do the first balancing pose. So if you want to hold on a chair or the wall support, that's absolutely fine. First, we bring the hands on the hips and bend both knees. Bringing the hips forward, aligning the spine, and then we bend the left knee to balance on the right. If you want to hold now on the chair or on the wall support, then you can. And then inhaling and start lifting the leg up with the toes pointing. Good. And then soften the knee a little bit more. And notice that both glutes are engaged, that the core is active, so bring the shoulders a little bit more forward, so you make sure that it's very active. Shoulders down. Good, and then close your eyes and bring the gaze up. See how that feels. If it's too tricky, then you can hold on the wall. Please be safe. You can modify it slightly by softening the knee a little bit more. Good. And then gently open your eyes and then release the leg. Bend the knees one at a time. Very good. Notice now when we're doing on the other side, how is your breathing? And even though, because we have the core active, that doesn't mean that we can't breathe nice and long and we can't control the breath. We should be in charge of the breath, and then we'll have more control of the mind and more balance, more focus. So bend the knees, shoulders back and down, and we balance on the left now, lifting up, toes pointing. And remember, the higher the thigh towards the chest, the stronger the core. So if you can bring it higher, then do so. Shoulders back and down, engaging. Good, and then close your eyes and bring the gaze up. And see how that feels. If you wobble, then bend the knee. Keep breathing. Good. Holding whenever you need to. Letting go when you can. But always from a safe place. Good. 2 more rounds of breath. Good. And then gently open your eyes and bring the leg down. Hold down, bend the knee one at a time. Good, and then open the legs just a little bit wider with the toes pointing out. Hands on the hips, bend the knees and bring the hips to the back. Bring the hands on the thighs with the fingers pointing down on the inside. Bring the hips to the back a little bit more and down. And then bring the shoulders back. See if you can align them with the hips. And then inhale and bring the hips back, leaning forward and then coming up to position. Let's do it again. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale. Good, and then kneeling down. Bringing yourself forward would be when we bring the hips back and the upper body forward. There's more space for the hips, more free. We can calm down, and then when you're down, then try to tilt the pelvis forward, shoulders down. Keep breathing. Good, and then close your eyes and bring the gaze up. Breathing nice and long. Just 2 more rounds of breath. Very good, and then inhaling, coming off the position, well done, and then hip width apart, and shake the legs, well done, and relax the arms as well. Good, so now we're just going to do a few stretches from the mat, and then tomorrow we'll do a little bit more of the balancing, just so we don't exhaust the body, the legs, the work that we're doing. So you can even cover yourself, the legs, cover them up, and then bring the arms in T shape, and inhaling, bring the knees towards you. Good, and then bring them all the way up. And then just rock side to side, keep the shoulder blades pressing down. Notice the activation of the abdominal muscles, the legs straighten, the feet touching together, the toes pointing. Good, and then come back towards the center. Bend the knees and bring them closer towards you. And then bring the feet down and bring the toes towards you, straighten the legs. Good, and then inhaling, bend the knees and bring them closer and legs up, toes pointing. Good, again, bend the knees, bring the thighs towards the chest, and then bring the heels down and straighten, toes towards you. Good, and then once again, inhaling, heels dragging your thighs all the way towards the chest, and then feet up, legs straight. Good, and then knees to the thighs, heels down, stretch, and then open the legs, relax the arms by your sides. Close your eyes, bring the gaze up, breathing nice and long, relaxing there, letting go of any tension, of any holdings. And feel comfortable in your savasana. So comfortable that you can completely detach from your physical body. Just for a few minutes. Just so you allow yourself to be you rather than your body. Just so you realize that when we are with ourselves, without limitation, without any cages, we are able to be at peace, to feel love, to feel relaxed, to feel unique. And then allow allow your breathing to become free. And stay there for another 2 minutes. Enjoying each breath. Keeping the gaze up. Let it stay with you. And then gently start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Breathing deeply. Inhale, bring the feet together and then bend the knees one at a time. Raise the right arm. When you're ready, roll on your right side. Keep the eyes closed, the gaze up, the jaw relaxed. And with the next inhalation, use your arms to bring you up to sitting position. The spine uplifted, the palms together in prayer position at the level of the heart. The gaze up. And we'll sing one arm together as a way of union. When you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. And keeping the palms together, inhaling, bring your thumbs to the third eye, the right thoughts, and exhale. Inhale and bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right saying, and exhale. Inhale and bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. If you feel things, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for being there and for your practice. That was very good. Let me know if there's any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.